Tonight, live from Lexington. Drew?
Well, Rick and Vicky, of course, the two frontrunners we're referring to are Attorney General Daniel Cameron and former Ambassador Kelly Craft. And the pair did not waste any time launching attacks at the other. And it wasn't just them. Several other candidates jumped into the action, and the debate spiraled into chaos at times. Here are some of the exchanges.
My comment is Kelly Craft is saying, my husband isn't going to be in this. Her husband is financing her campaign, and they're trying to buy the governorship.
Kelly spent, as you know, Kelly, you spent 6 months telling folks that you were going to get the Donald Trump endorsement. You had him at the Derby last year. And then I got the endorsement, and your team has been scrambling ever since.
Let's talk about the Attorney General appreciating Merrick Garland coming into Louisville, this woke DOJ, allowing Merrick Garland by saying, I appreciate him being here. I appreciate the fact that he's going to now oversee the Louisville Metro Police Department. What does that say about backing the blue?
Quite honestly, the last 10 minutes are why people are sick of politics in America. It's he said, she said, we're going to spend a pile of money to tear each other down. I want a Kentucky where we lift each other up and we get stuff done. It's exactly what I'm doing.
Kumbaya doesn't work.
It's worked in Somerset.
No, it hasn't.
I mean, obviously, you know, we might have had a disagreement or two, but in a big primary with a lot of different folks in it. But I felt like, you know, we presented our case very strongly and didn't back down there, or certainly won't back down if I have the opportunity, which I firmly believe to be the Republican nominee for governor.
You know what? Kentuckians want fighters. They don't want the political gobbledygook of what people say, and they go, well, da-da-da, the discourse. We're trying to become governor of Kentucky. And the reality of it, the people that I'm representing want me to fight for them and what they believe in.
I think Kentuckians are sick of business as usual and politics as usual. I mean, you open your mailbox and you see somebody get torn to shreds. You get on your TV and you see the same thing. We're talking about ideas. We're talking about our track record. And we've got a vision that can transform the state that we all love. I'm going to continue to talk about those things. And if I need to tear somebody else down to get ahead, then, you know, perhaps I won't be the guy. But that's not my style.
Is that as a campaign strategy, I think it's important that if you want to defeat an entrenched incumbent, you've got to have a united party behind you. I've actually beaten an incumbent Democrat, 14-year member of leadership, and I did it by bringing people together. So for me as a candidate, as me as a leader, I've always had the leadership approach of bringing people together and build a consensus.
Now, whether this party will be able to bring each other together and unite behind a candidate after this primary, that remains to be seen. But we still got 2 weeks, and these candidates are going to continue to make their cases to the public. We do want to note there was a notable absence tonight. State Auditor Mike Harmon did not participate in this debate. But again, 2 weeks till voters head to the poll. That is Tuesday, May 16th. Reporting live in Lexington tonight, Drew Gardner, WLKY News.